As we walk down a path filled with hardships and challenges, we often wonder, is there someone who listens and understands my pain? In Buddhist teachings, the Medicine Buddha appears as a beacon of hope, healing both physical illness and mental suffering. He made 12 vows to save sentient beings, bringing peace, happiness, and freedom from all suffering. Join me as I delve into his vows and how they still hold value in our modern lives. About the Medicine Buddha. The Medicine Buddha is the master of the Eastern Pure Land, a place filled with light and serenity. He is revered not only for his healing abilities, but also for his boundless compassion for all sentient beings. With the protection of the 12 Yaksha deities, the Medicine Buddha constantly blesses and supports those in suffering. In Buddhism, the Eastern Pure Land is a symbol of peace and liberation. It is not only a place where sentient beings wish to be reborn, but also a symbol of the purity and serenity of the soul that each person should strive for. Imagine a person suffering from a terminal illness with no cure. In desperation, he goes to the temple where the Medicine Buddha is worshipped and begins to chant his name every day. At first, he feels doubtful, but gradually, through sincere prayers and faith, he felt peace spread in his soul. Not only did his health improve, but his mind was no longer dominated by worries. This is not just the story of an individual, but a testament to the power of perseverance and faith in the Buddha's teachings. The name Medicine Master evokes the image of a physician, but he not only treats physical illnesses, but also cures illnesses of the soul. He helps people overcome psychological states such as anxiety, sadness, anger, and acceptance. Nowadays, many of us are caught up in the hustle and bustle of life. Stress, depression, and mental disorders are common. If we apply the teachings of Medicine Buddha, keeping the mind pure, letting go of unworthy things, and focusing on good things, we can find peace and reduce these illnesses. Not long ago, I met an old friend who used to be an optimist, but became pessimistic due to work stress. After hearing me share about Medicine Buddha, she began to learn and practice reciting his name every day. Over time, she not only regained her spirit, but also learned to let go of unnecessary pressures and found peace in life. Medicine Buddha made 12 great vows, each vow bringing salvation and healing to sentient beings. Here are some important vows and their meanings in our current life. He pledged to heal not only physical illnesses, but also help people escape from mental suffering. For example, people who are suffering from loneliness, sadness, or mental disorders can be healed by focusing their minds and reciting his name. A widowed woman who had to raise her young children in poverty. Every day she struggled through harsh challenges, but through her persistent recitation of the Medicine Buddha's name, she felt inexplicable support from him. Her job gradually stabilized, her children's health improved, and most importantly, her heart was at peace. This is a testament to the power of this prayer. May all beings attain wisdom and enlightenment. Medicine Buddha not only saves from suffering, but also helps beings attain enlightenment. He guides us to train our minds to attain purity and clarity of thought. When I was young, I used to think that wisdom was something far away, something that could only be achieved through higher education. But through the teachings of Medicine Buddha, I realized that wisdom is not just knowledge, but the ability to distinguish between good and evil and to live in accordance with morality. This is something that anyone can achieve if they know how to direct their mind in the right direction. May all beings be rich and materially fulfilled. Medicine Buddha understands that those who suffer from poverty and deprivation are prone to despair and can stray onto the wrong path. Therefore, he vows to bring abundance to help beings overcome adversity. Faith is the foundation of all spiritual practices. Without faith, no matter how miraculous the Dharma methods are, they cannot bring results. The Medicine Buddha has repeatedly emphasized that reciting his name must be accompanied by sincerity and a strong will to change oneself. Once I met a young man who had followed a heretical path because he thought that no one would help him when he fell into poverty. But through the guidance of a monk, he turned his mind to the Medicine Buddha and began to recite his name. Gradually, he found a new job and realized the value of life. The miracle that happens is not material wealth, but faith and the strength to change. Reciting the name of the Medicine Buddha is not just an act of the mouth, but also a deep connection from the soul to him. Create a pure space, keep your mind free from daily worries, and recite his name with sincerity. Illness can be the result of karma from a previous life or wrongdoings in this life. The Medicine Buddha teaches that reciting his name will help reduce karma and bring purity and peace to the soul. But the important thing is that we must be sincere, not expect too much, and always keep our mind towards goodness. The teachings of the Medicine Buddha are not only theoretical teachings, but also a compass to help us overcome difficulties in life. By reciting his name, keeping our mind pure, and living according to the principles, we will find peace, inner strength, and overcome all difficulties in modern life. An important thing when reciting the name of the Medicine Buddha is sincerity and faith. If we just recite mechanically without faith, we will not feel his blessings. Reciting the Buddha's name means letting our mind blend into his name, feeling his compassion, wisdom, and tolerance permeate every thought and action of ours. I once knew an old man in a remote countryside. He lived alone in a small house with no relatives. Every day, he recited the name of the Medicine Buddha and prayed for his health. When asked why he did so, he just smiled and said, "Whether anyone listens or not, I still recite to bring peace to my heart." The miraculous thing was that his health gradually improved, not because of any miracle, but because his mind turned to goodness, abandoned negative thoughts, and accepted life with gratitude. The prayer of the Medicine Buddha is not only theoretical, but also has practical power, helping sentient beings overcome suffering, illness, and difficulties in life. We need to understand that miracles do not happen naturally. They are the result of sincerity, faith, and proper practice. I used to wonder, is it really necessary to pray and recite the name of the Medicine Buddha? When I was going through a difficult time in my life, I decided to give it a try by chanting his name with devotion. Although there was no immediate visible change, I noticed a calmness creeping into my mind. No longer so stressed, I gradually looked at things in a lighter light and found solutions to my problems. According to Buddhist teachings, illness is not only caused by physical factors, but can also originate from karma. Wrong actions in the past can lead to consequences in the present life. The Medicine Buddha teaches that, to heal, we need not only the help of medicine, but also to release karma and keep a pure mind. A young man, after many years of selfishness, lost everything, from family to job. He went to the temple to repent and learn how to live properly. Through the guidance of monks and the recitation of the name of the Medicine Buddha, he gradually realized his mistakes, apologized to those who had hurt him, and began to rebuild his life from scratch. His illness also gradually decreased thanks to his change of mind, behavior, and sincere repentance. One way to show gratitude and respect to the Medicine Buddha is to help those who are in misery, poverty, and illness. Almsgiving and offerings are not only acts of charity, but also a means to resolve karma and create good causes. A group of Buddhists have established a charity fund specializing in helping the poor, especially patients who cannot afford medical treatment. When asked what motivated them to do so, they shared that, Through the practice of the teachings of the Medicine Buddha, they realized that sharing is the way to resolve karma, reduce their own suffering, and help the community. Praying and reciting the name of the Medicine Buddha not only has religious significance, but also reminds us to be kind, let go of anger and ignorance, and create compassion. When the mind is kind, the inner strength will help us overcome all difficulties. The difference between wisdom and knowledge. Spiritual enlightenment. Part of healing. True wisdom does not come from book knowledge, but from enlightenment about the nature of life and how we face difficulties. Medicine Buddha teaches that only when our mind is pure and we know how to let go can we attain peace and wisdom. I once met a famous scholar who spent his whole life studying Buddhist scriptures. However, he did not find peace until he began to practice reciting the name of Medicine Buddha. Through his practice, he realized that true wisdom lies not in books, but in the correct understanding and practice of the teachings. The teachings and vows of Medicine Buddha are not only for those who are suffering or sick, but for everyone who wants to find peace of mind and lead a pure life. By reciting the name, keeping the mind pure and helping others, we will receive blessings, not only from Medicine Buddha, but from our own inner strength. Take time every day to calm your mind, recite the name of Medicine Buddha, and practice compassion. In this way, you not only heal your own wounds, but also spread positive energy to those around you. According to the teachings of Medicine Buddha, the illnesses or difficulties we encounter in life can be the result of karma from previous lives or from bad actions in this life. Chanting his name is a method to reduce karma and dissolve suffering. However, to truly attain liberation, one needs devotion, perseverance, and a pure mind. There was an old woman who had suffered a lot since childhood due to her family's karma. She was often sick and could not find peace in life. Through the advice of a monk, she began to recite the name of Medicine Buddha every day. After many months of perseverance, she felt that not only her physical health improved, but her mind also became lighter. She began to forgive those who had hurt her and released the deep resentment in her heart. It was a journey of transformation, from suffering to enlightenment, thanks to the right practice and the blessings of Medicine Buddha. One of the core practices that Medicine Buddha encouraged is offering and sharing. When we give alms, make offerings, or help others in difficult circumstances, it is not only a good deed, but also a way to create merit, eliminate negative karma, and bring blessings to ourselves. In modern life, many people are busy with work and family responsibilities. They forget that small acts like helping the poor, sharing a meal, or even a sincere word of encouragement can bring great blessings. I myself have experienced meaningful moments when helping others. It feels not only joyful, but also a sense of relief, as if I am gradually removing invisible burdens from myself. Meditation is not only a method to calm the mind, but also a way to connect deeply with the Medicine Buddha. When we meditate, we can visualize his image, the light of compassion, and the healing he brings to sentient beings. Meditation helps us let go of the troubles in our minds and find peace. A friend of mine used to suffer from chronic insomnia due to work pressure. After being guided to meditate and recite the name of the Medicine Buddha, he started meditating every night. At first, he could only sit for a few minutes before tossing and turning. But with perseverance, his meditation time gradually increased. In the end, he not only improved his sleep, but also felt more mentally alert, and his work became smoother. According to Buddhist teachings, anger, jealousy, and attachment are the poisons in the mind that cause people to suffer. The Medicine Buddha emphasized that in order to achieve true healing, we need to learn to let go of these things. Only when the mind is no longer dominated by anger and delusion can we feel the light of compassion and healing. A young man was betrayed by his friends and lost all his possessions. He was immersed in hatred and suffering. After a long time living in the darkness of his soul, his relatives advised him to go to the temple and chant the name of the medicine Buddha. Little by little, he learned to let go of his resentments, focus on helping others, and living a virtuous life. After a while, he felt peace in his heart and saw that forgiveness is not a weak thing, but the most courageous act. Building faith in healing. Faith is an important factor that helps us overcome all difficulties in life. For those who are facing difficulties, believing in the blessings of medicine, Buddha will bring strength to face challenges and find a way out. Perhaps not everyone easily believes in spiritual things. I myself used to be skeptical. But when facing difficulties in life and truly praying, I realized that faith is the driving force that helps me stand up, not succumbing to adversity. Faith does not only come from Buddha, but also comes from changes in our behavior, thinking, and soul. The journey of self-enlightenment and transformation. Every sentient being has the ability to self-enlighten and transform suffering into peace if we know how to practice correctly. This journey is not simple and may encounter many challenges, but with patience and faith in the guidance of Medicine Buddha, we will achieve liberation. The teachings of Medicine Buddha are not lofty but practical lessons for living better every day. When we recite his name, live according to his teachings, and spread compassion, we not only heal ourselves but also bring positive energy to the community. Take time every day to listen to yourself, connect with the compassion of Medicine Buddha, and practice good deeds. Believe that in every difficulty there is a seed of transformation, and with sincerity, we will overcome all.